What's happening, guys, and welcome back to yet another great video on our channel. Real estate might lead to a world of riches for you. One of the ways to get there is through investing. If you're interested in knowing more about this, then stick around as this list contains some details about how to become a millionaire through real estate investing. Number 9. Not that complicated. One of the first things to keep in mind when setting out on this goal is that nothing is as complicated as it seems. Investing might seem like that, but once you get started, it's really quite simple. Initially, the simplest thing you can do is simply buy a property. Afterward, in order to earn from that investment, you rent it out to other people. The property doesn't have to be huge, but the rent-to-value ratio must be kept above 1%. This can be found by dividing the monthly rent by the value of the property. Simple. What this first step does is that it creates a steady flow of income that can then be put to good use in the future.
The rents were $2,200 a month, mortgage was $1,600. I knew nothing about rent-to-value ratio.
Number 8. Keep expectations in check. Many people who start out in this investing business make one crucial mistake. And that mistake is that thinking that property prices are going to keep on appreciating. Although that might have been true in the past, things can change in an instant in the future. In order to avoid this mistake, always keep consistent cash flow as your top priority. If you take a moment to think about it, appreciation isn't a physical thing that can help you buy things, so in the shorter term, to survive and prosper, you need a stable revenue stream.
July and especially August, we are starting to see more sales come through. So it is not necessarily more demand, it's just actually more supply.
Number 7, become a passive investor. Once you become stable in the investing game, you'll start to come across a multitude of problems from different areas of investing. One of the biggest things that real estate managers face is some sort of accident or damage that can disfigure the house. This starts to take up more and more of your thinking and effort to deal with it. As such, one piece of advice would be to become a passive investor. What those guys do is that they leave the managing side of things to another party and just focus on investing. This makes this entire ordeal much easier, and you can even avoid some of the debts that come your way because that will be dealt by your partners and not directly by you. All in all, passively investing can save you a lot of headaches in the future.
BlackRock, which is paring back its active equities group and focusing more on what's known as passive investing. Is that going to work?
Number 6, money needed to get started. You might be burning to ask the question that how much does it take to get started in this investing game? Well, according to knowledgeable people, the answer is somewhere around $50,000. If you have this much money, then you're more likely to get a good start in the real estate investing business. Now, I realize that it might be a bit much for some people, but it's a common saying that it takes money to make money. That saying applies really well here, and you should try to strive towards that goal.
Focus on something, because you don't have a lot of options when you make affordable mistakes, but you fail forward fast or you fail forward and win.
Number 5, a good network is vital. One fact that might not cross a lot of people's minds is that, like any other job or business, it's extremely important who you surround yourself with. Now, this is not a thing that anyone can accomplish immediately. This is because it takes time to build good relationships with people in the same business, and when that relationship is mature enough, you can join a bigger network of like-minded individuals. Building trust in others is vital for success in this business.
For about 200,000, I introduced a brand that's doing just over £1 million worth of sales in this type of market. We are pretty much experts in that field.
Number 4, finding the right crowd. If you've stuck through all of this, then you might want to know about some of the mistakes that are commonly made by investors jumping into this business. One of the most important things to keep in mind when starting out is that you need to surround yourself with good people. Unfortunately, when it comes to money, people can be a bit greedy and two-faced, so it's best to keep a keen eye out for those kinds of folks. You can easily gain information about such people if you ask around before joining a group. Some experienced investors will warn you to stay away from certain people, so it's good to do some research beforehand.
around the country and talk about crowdfunding. Technology is emerging in the space of real estate, a traditionally very old school space, right?
Number 3, avoid seminars. Since this whole ordeal involves money, there are going to be certain areas to avoid. One of those is seminars. While some seminars can be useful in terms of gaining general information about the market and economy, others might lead you down the trap of false promises, which can end up being brutal on your wallet. Unfortunately, many seminars prey on the poor and inexperienced in order to catch them at their lowest points and make money out of them. This little piece of information is bound to be helpful to you in the future.
A company called Zurich's. Investigators say the company is using celebrity endorsements and bogus earnings claims to sell real estate seminars.
Number 2, return on investment. Some of you might be eager to know how much return on investment you might get, which is a good thing to think about, but it shouldn't be the most important thing. Sticking with that $50,000 invested value and going from there, according to people familiar with the whole real estate business, you can get a return of up to 8% yearly. Dividing this out, it means that each quarter you might end up bringing home about 2% profit. That isn't too shabby, but it all depends on the people that you're working with and the group that you're a part of. So these were some of the things you needed to know if you want to become a millionaire through real estate investing. Getting educated and researching things properly are going to help you out in many things in life, so keep hustling.
From the Warren Group show Massachusetts single-family home prices are up 29% in the past 2 years.
Number 1, be patient. Well, to mention this is very important. A lot of people get impatient, and due to that, they make rash decisions. Just like every other business and investment, investing in real estate won't make you rich overnight. It's a time-taking process if you look at it realistically, so it's better to be patient and let things run their course. A lot of people make the mistake of investing too much and then end up bankrupt because they were expecting huge profits in less amount of time. The smart way is to go through different similar case studies, check the results, and after making a proper contingency plan, make your investment. So people, these are some of the things you need to know if you want to become a millionaire through real estate investing. It's a big market, and almost every businessman considers to invest in real estate at one point of their career because of its high potential. Like every other niche, this isn't a walk in the park, but I hope through this video, you guys have gained all the important information that you were looking for. Well, getting educated and researching things properly are going to help you out in many things in life, so keep hustling.
And those are people, a lot of them moving from higher tax states, and one of those emigres, Guggenheim's Scott Minerd.
This brings us to the end of our video. Do let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Well, we'll see you soon, so stay tuned. Until next time, take care and goodbye.